You fill up my senses.
Same question. Yeah, I can't agree more with what Mitch just said. Listen, we're all players at the end of the day, and we all stuck together. That's what we're all about. When Chris played with us, he was saying, it rubbed off, saying what Dave Bassett did. Chris has just followed the same as Dave, really. Another question?
So just Derby days, it's got to be the most anticipated, passionate day of the game of the year for both sides. How do you prepare yourself for such a big game when there's so much pressure on your shoulders?
I mean, when we prepared ourselves, we had quite a lot of Southerners in the side at that time. And trying to say to the Southerners, they didn't really understand how much pressure was on for the game, do you know what I mean? And all the Sheffield lads were way up for it. Me, Dane, Mitch, that's why we stood out, and that's why I think we beat Wednesday at that time, because I think at that time Wednesday got a lot better squad than what we got, but we knuckled in and we got into it. And that's why I think we got the results. We wanted it more because we did it all the time.
Same line on that. Dave Bassett at the time was the manager at the time, and the one game I remember when we'd not played each other for so many years, and the first game at Bramall we won 2-0, and I travelled in with Chris Woods to Everton and what have you for a long time. I wound him up a long time about them days, but I remember Dave Bassett saying to Charlie Hotfield, remember at the time, you know, we're involved in the game, but Dave Bassett said to him when Trevor fans turn up at players' entrance, just when they turn up at the entrance, just cut some bollocks. You know? That was Charlie Hotfield's job for the day. Cut some bollocks in tunnel. Charlie Hotfield's eyes little. They weren't playing, but decided he wanted to call some bollocks. So someone called Palmer, walked off the bus, walked through the tunnel. Charlie decided to have a mess about with him. And Trevor Fancy was stood there thinking, fuck me, what's happening here? And fucking kicked off. You know, so, but it worked. You know, it got into their heads, it got into, we thought, welcome to Bramall Lane, you know. That's how it works. And it worked. We're winning 2-0.
I'll have a little say on that because I'm not a born and bred Sheffield lad, but I'm an adopted Sheffield. But you mentioned about the Derby days. My first game up here, I was on loan from Aston Villa, and my first game I sat on the bench, Sheffield United versus Sheffield Wednesday, and it was the 1991. I think we won 2-0, and I could not believe the intensity of the fucking dressing room, to be honest. It was unbelievable. And I played in a few derbies. I played in London derbies, Wimbledon against Arsenal and Chelsea and all the rest. I played in Aston Villa, Birmingham derbies. And that was hard and that was intense, but I had nothing to compare to Sheffield Wednesday v Sheffield United. It was unbelievable. And it took, to go back from what you said, it takes time for that to ingrain into you. For me coming up and joining it didn't just happen overnight. It happens over a period of time, and it was difficult to get a part of it and a feel of it. You're in the team, you're in the squad, you want to feel part of it. But I've got nutcases like this man here next to me. And you won't remember this, Brads, but you were headbutting the fucking dressing room wall before that game. You were so hyped up, it was unbelievable. So there was you, there was Dane in the team, there was Wardy knocking about, there was a lot of Sheffield lads, and it meant so much to you. And I got hyped up by it, how much it meant to you, rather than my own personal feelings, which came later on.
I've been in a similar situation to that. When I first fought for my British title, first time I boxed Paul Silky Jones, who was from Sheffield, and we when I was growing up as a kid, I used to look up to Paul because he was one of the professionals in the gym. And then he left, did his own thing, I stayed with Brendan. And then when I was 20 years old and Silky just won a world title, we then ended up fighting for the British title. Now I'm not saying it was like 30, 40,000 like they are at Bramall Lane and at Sheffield Wednesday football ground, but we had 3,000 fans at Ponds Forge, and it split Sheffield in two, and I didn't realise until after how passionate Sheffield were. One half were for Silke and the other half were for me, and it was a really weird situation to be involved, but I didn't realise until after the fight how many people wanted me to win and how many people wanted Silky to win. Sheffield, there's not another city like it. For passion, football, boxing, anything, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Going to come to you and Mitch. Under Bassett, he was quite a versatile player. And then when Kendall came on the scene, he converted you to a full-back who played in defence. Did you have any kind of like say in the matter at all about that? You know, could you say, listen, I don't even want to play in that position, or did you sort of like shut up and do what you were told?
No, it was a strange situation actually. I mean, under Harry, Dave Bassett, Kevin Cole probably played more than me at that time. I was a young pro coming through at the time, and was trying to break in the team with me and Dave Whitehouse at the time. But I probably had more appearances in court than what I did under Dave Bassett, to be honest. But no, when Howard Kendall came obviously, he changed everything. You know, he changed the way we played. They were changing players that came in, and it's up to me. Kev knows it. Kev, I can adapt to most styles of football, and I just got on with it. I love the club. I played for the club that I've always supported, and I just got on with it. But Howard Kendall came in, and he did change my life around. He changed my life. He moved me on to, after 18 months at United, he took me to Everton, and he did change my life around big time. And I can't argue with that. To me, he was the best manager I've ever played under.
I know you said that Kendall took you to Everton for about 750,000. How much sort of like did you influence that move? You know, where you're saying, come on, fucking buy me. You know what I mean? What's going on?
No, I didn't. I never said that. I played with him obviously for 18 months, and I knew Howard was going to move to Everton at some point. I know Peter Johnson, who was chairman there at the time, wanted Howard to go back, and Howard showed his interest in me, and I just said, look. Obviously, at that time when I was playing for United and he offered me to go there, I actually went back to Charles Green and Mike McDonald, who were at Sheffield United at the time, and I said to him, look, Everton want me to go there, but I had to stay at Sheffield United, and I was on my 10 years as a pro. I wrote up for my testimonial, and Charles Green basically said, no, you're fucking gone, you're gone, and that was a kicking going for me. Charles Green and Maradona were the worst people I've ever come across in football, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
So when that happened,
He basically shoved me out the door. He just said, you're gone. And at the time, it was supposed to be me and Alan Kelly at the time, and it ended up being me and the Cole Tyler at the time, and it should have been me and Alan Kelly who was supposed to be moving at the time. Charles Green and Mike McDonald were in business, and that's what they did at the time. Don't get me wrong, it suited me, it set me up for life, and I moved on to Everton, and it was the best career move for me. But at the time, I loved Sheffield United, I wanted to play at home, and they basically shoved me out the door, and I went there, I don't look back, and I just moved on.
You mentioned Carl Tyler there. Was Don Hutchinson part of that deal also as well?
No, Don came about six months later. Don came about 6 months later, and obviously Don was a great player, and he ended up joining back up with us at Everton. And but it was a strange time when you've been there at a club. I've not only been there for 10 years as a pro. I've been there probably you know, 17 years as a lad, you know, and then when you get shown your shoes and they give you a medical report and they shove you out your door, it's hard to take, but it's difficult. But in hindsight, I suppose it was the best thing for me for my career in a way. But I did love Sheffield United. I didn't want to leave, but you get forced out at some point. So.
And how did the Everton fans sort of like take to you?
Yeah, Everton fans honestly, they're unbelievable fans. You know, yeah, all right, there, lad. But no, I mean, they're a different breed. You know, we used to get 5,000. We used to get 5,000 fans watching us train. So that's the difference in between and there. It's a sort of religion up there. We had 5,000 fans watching us train every single day. You know, it's with barricaded off, and they are unbelievable fans.
Warminster Road, we might have had.
Yeah, at Warminster Road at Sheffield, we used to have one man and his dog.
I mean, after all that, what was your sort of favourite position? You know, if you could just choose a position that you could just maybe just play all the time.
I don't know. I think position-wise, I probably preferred probably right wing or right back. Behind him were a nightmare. I just looked at this big fat arse all the time, so I couldn't get around him. If I tried to run over him, I couldn't get around him.
That's not a problem. Nobody could get around the arse. What do you want to do?
Okay, guys. Obviously, I work with, like I said, with a lot of the professional boxers. Individually, you've got to have that extra edge. Now, as much as football is a team game, what did you do yourselves extra out of training with the team? Did you like go to the gym? Any other personal stuff just to keep you on that top level? And that'll go out to all of you.
That's good as
Yeah, thanks for that. Giving it to me first.
That's good No.
Well, believe it or not, and these two won't believe it, but Bradshaw said bollocks immediately.
You never ever went to the gym after?
No, I didn't go to the gym. I used to, no, it's good. I used to do sit-ups and press-ups at home. Because I must admit, I was never the most lithe or fittest or most athletic person in the world. And I always had to work really, really, really hard to keep fit and to do the training and to watch what I bloody eat, because I'm a chocoholic and I like my food, and it was an absolute nightmare for 19, 20 years of my life as a professional footballer. But you have to do it. You know, these days they are finely tuned athletes and their diet is like is superb, and they're told what to eat, etc., etc. But for some players, it's just the way they're built. You mentioned shoot your ass. In fact, we're all fat bastards, aren't we? To be fair, we're all quite chunky guys, aren't we? We're not like mega athletes. We all had to work really, really hard to stay fit enough to play football. So I did have to work at that. You're quite right. I did used to go to the gym occasionally when I needed to, and I did have to work. Not extra training, but I used to do it on my own, at home, or just go for a bit of a run, or just get myself out. So yeah, you're right. You do whatever you have to do the bloody job. You know what I mean? You know yourself. You're athletes, aren't you? You know when you don't feel 100%. If you don't feel right, you need to lose a bit of weight. You need to do a bit of fitness. You need to do a bit of extra.
Well, myself, I agree with what Kev was just saying. Like, I'm just disappointed that I could have done a lot more in my career, because I always thought I was at a level where I thought I could push on all the time, but I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve. You know what I mean? I thought when we were at Sheffield United, I could have done a lot better. I went to Norwich, and listen, I just put myself in a situation that I couldn't get out of. You know what I mean? A great club, but I just let myself down. I couldn't achieve what I wanted. But like, after training, I just thought, I didn't want to work at it, I just left it. And that's why I just didn't get where I wanted to get and achieving what I wanted in life.
I think you're pulling yourself down there a bit, Cole. To me, like, Cole, he's one of my best mates in football. I've known him years and years, and I've played with some good top fullbacks and whatever. He's the best fullback I have ever played with. Ever.
That's right, man.
Andy went from that's how good a footballer he went from centre forward, centre forward to fullback, you know, that's how adaptable he was and how good a pro he was. He pulled himself down a bit, but now, like you say, we all worked it fitness wise and we did, and you used to have to go away on holidays and you used to have to run every day when you went on holiday and what have you. We had to work it. It's nothing like you guys, Ryan, you know. I speak to good friends with Curtis and Woodhouse, and when I listen to you guys, it's 24/7. You know, you guys have taken me off to your ultimate dedication to your sport, and it's unreal. In them days when we were playing, there were a bit of a lackadaisical side to it. We worked hard. We don't get me wrong. We did 6 weeks, 7 weeks pre-season, and you had to go through hell, and you did, and you do what you do, but. And then it eases off. Once you get your fitness levels up, you level off. But you guys are on a different level towards. I think you guys earn your money, whereas we were very lucky. You guys earn your money big time.
Okay, Carl, in '98, you crossed the city, yeah, and became a Blade, right? And you was one of the success stories, okay? But what sets you apart to someone like failing like Terry Curran? You know, not to be disrespectful to him, obviously he's not here, but like Curran, and there was another player called Morrison, who, in my opinion, failed. So what did you have to success what them guys didn't have?
I just 100% blame. It threw me as a kid. Listen, right. I started off at 14 years old. I signed for Wednesday, as we all know, as a kid, and I went there. And I played in their first team. I went all over to Barnsley, come back and played in Wednesday's first team. And for me, it's a great achievement. Do you know what I mean? To play for Wednesday. But as a kid, my heart was in Sheffield United. And for me to achieve to play for Sheffield United and then captain the club were a great achievement.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And that's from my own heart as a kid. But I don't know. It's hard to say, you know, as a kid to accept it. Do you know what I mean?
Which are there two clubs then? Which club took care of you more? You know, not just on the field, but you know, make
as
sure
a kid. Sheffield Wednesday were far superior, and like Sheffield United as a lad, we used to have to go home for dinner and come back and train again. At Sheffield Wednesday, you got a 3-course meal. You know what I mean? So, which side of the city would you go to? And my brother go there as well. Listen, I'm off the manor. I'm a manor lad, do you know what I mean? So, we signed at Wednesday. I had a lot of clubs that wanted to sign me as a kid. And I signed at Wednesday. I could have come to United, but I decided to go follow my brother. And listen, I'm a Blade through and through. I enjoyed my time at Wednesday. I made 45 appearances.
Is that where sort of like the loyalty stopped the day you signed for the Blades? Did you think, right, this is where I want to be?
It's hard because it's, you know what I mean, as a kid, as a Blade, I made my debut for a Wednesday, you know what I mean? And it's, we can all turn around and say, you're a pig and all that. I'm not, I'm a Blade. and always have been. But I mean, listen, the club's at my heart. I captain my own club, and it's a great achievement for me. Great achievement.
I mean, it didn't take long to win the fans over.
No, because I'm one of them. I'm off manor, 110%. That's what throughout my life and career. I've always done that wherever I've been. Even when I played for Alfreton at non-league, I always give 110%. That's me.